Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Red Alert. Now this is the first of the three-part installment from the Netflix series where they're a little bit more roughed up, and let's ignore that little camera drop. This Red Alert mold is very nice. It's not as roughed up as he gets in Earthrise if I'm correct, but I'm still really happy to have gotten this, and I got this on sale at a convention. As you might see that orange price tag, it was $29.99 Canadian, which is below retail, which was awesome, especially because this was like a rare find. So I was pretty happy about this one. The mold is the same as Sideswipe, which turns into a Lamborghini-esque vehicle. It's still technically a Cybertronian vehicle, but it's still very neat. He has a little bit of a big chest, but overall it's a fun mold. I've done this one before. The only real difference is the head sculpt and the accessories. But without further ado, let's get right into it. The instructions are very short and sweet, which is always a plus sign for me. As for the color scheme, it's awesome. It really helps with that first responder color scheme, which is exactly what he is, being Red Alert. He is a medic. And he does come with those lights that you can put on top of the car, which is a very neat addition, and they do combine with the blaster in order to sort of form a hammer of some sorts. I'm not super sure. I don't really plan on using that, but it is still an option. Generic deluxe class articulation, 90 degrees, ankle tilt. It did retail at $37.99 Canadian. So it's a pretty neat figure. This is what his blaster looks like on him, and it is officially a particle beam circuit welder, which is pretty neat, and especially when you combine it with it, I'm guessing that would just be an alt mode for the circuit welder, and this is what it would look like. It's neat. I don't really get the use for it. It doesn't explain it that much in the instructions, but it's still fun. I guess it just has an axe mode. Fine with me. One issue is that when you do put it on his back for the vehicle form, it gets really stuck in there, so I couldn't actually get it off. But that's fine with me. I prefer it that way. Anyways, for transformation, you'll lift up the hood, and then you'll close that on his face. Then you'll lift up his arms in order to allow the ribs to sort of come out. Then don't forget to hide those hands. And then you're basically folding it in on itself by doing that 90-degree angle on the elbows, and then putting it right exactly where his ribs used to be. Now we will close those ribs later, but for now let's rotate the lower body 180 degrees, open up his shins, and then from there we will slide those feet inside to hide them, sort of. One note is that you can do this before or after, but we will also be connecting the legs together, and for the legs to be able to bend, you have that little piece there that I showed, and it's just a matter of like making sure it's out for the vehicle mode. This piece is always iffy. Sometimes they fall off the feet, so I'm not a huge fan of the plastic quality, but that's all good. Just be careful when you do it. Then you'll fold the feet in on themselves, and then you can close those shins right back up, and then those ribs from earlier, which kind of become the doors, can close, and there you go. It's a very simple car mode. It's awesome. You can put that little thing there from the axe, and boom, he looks like a first responder. And if you press it as hard as I did, you might not be able to get it out, and personally it's not worth it. I'm totally fine with it there. And blaster can just go on the side, and I'm a huge fan of it. It looks great. The color scheme is great. It looks amazing for what it is. The Sideswipe mold is always a very fun one. Anyways, to turn it back to robot, it's even easier. You'll open up those car doors, you'll open up those shins, unfold the legs. As you can see, that's those little pieces that can fold for the knee tilt, and then let's take those feet right out, and then we can close the shins, and then let's make sure to separate those legs. Then we'll rotate the lower body and open up his arms, and make sure to clear them of the way of the ribs so that you can fold them up on themselves. Then you open up that little flap from the hood and fold it down, tab it in, and there you go. That's Red Alert with his RT10 particle beam circuit welder. Thanks for watching.